So hello from Green-Mopeds. We thought we'd just give you a quick overview of the new CUx.Pro as of September 2025, as there's been a few updates to the bike. So this is the original Super Socko CUx.Pro, which was an upgrade to the original CUx, which was released in 2018. The only real difference between them, other than the name of course, is that it came with an upgraded battery. So it went from a 30 amp hour battery to 43 amp hour. That essentially meant that it went from about a 30-mile range to about a 55-mile range. It's obviously a good improvement there. What's happening now is that VMOTO are now replacing the Super Socko brand. Okay, so see Super Socko here, now VMOTO. This is following on from the other bikes, so the CPX is now called the VMOTO CPX. You see here that it's got Pro on the front with some racing stripes. That has gone. The emblem has now gone from S to the VMOTO V. There's now some extra branding down here, the word electric, and some more sort of branding there. But essentially, as I said, the same bike technically underneath. What they've also done is added these wings as a standard feature. These have always actually been available since 2018. You can add them to any existing bike because they literally just stick on. So if it's something that you really wanted to do and you've got this model, then you can do that. It's not a problem. But these are now coming as a standard feature. The main difference between the two bikes, though, is actually around the seat. So this seat and this seat are now not the same. While this one was good enough, I would say, for two people, they've now made it 5 centimeters longer to 61 centimeters. The knock-on effect of that is, because they've kept the same battery bucket, they've now moved the lock outside of where it used to be, which was here, to its own sort of metal enclosure here. This is probably an improvement anyway, because this is now more secure, I would suggest, than trying to get into that. You could sometimes get under the seat more easily, but you probably won't get through this. So obviously a good thing. The other knock-on effect is that this has now changed. So the grab rails for the rear rider is now different. So this is not compatible with this. But the knock-on effect is actually around the rack. So Shad, for example, produce a rack for this bike. And if you want a Shad rack with a Shad box, then this is your option right now. VMOTO are saying that they have produced a rack for this bike, although I haven't yet seen it, but nothing from Shad right now. So if storage is required, it might be that the old version is still the one to have. Other main changes are around colors. So we've got matte blue and matte gray. And on this one, we've got gloss white, a gloss deep blue, a gloss light gray, and a gloss black. So if you want matte colors, it's that. If you want gloss colors, it's this one. Other than that, everything else is the same. $19.95 is the current price. If you'd like to organise a test ride, then please feel free to do so through our website, and please feel free to follow us on YouTube for this